If you haven't already, be sure to check out part 1, but today let's get into part 2 of items that I think should return in future Zelda games. The Pegasus boots, hover boots, and iron boots. The Legend of Zelda has always had outfits that has given Link different abilities, so these would make great additions to future games. The iron boots can give even more places to explore if the Zora armor is given the ability to breathe underwater again. The hover boots could make travel between ledges a lot easier, as well as use in shrines. And then it would just be fun to charge at enemies with the Pegasus boots. Plus you can break through certain objects with them. The bomb shoes are an item that hasn't been seen since Ocarina of Time, and their unique design would make them useful in many situations, even if they had to be runes. And I'd love to see them add features like being able to guide them yourself. This next one is a unique one, honestly. Much like the abilities that Link had in Breath of the Wild from the champions, medallions had given him special powers to use in battle. It would be nice to at least see the abilities return, like in an upgraded version of the Sheikah Slate with runes. Even seeing new types of abilities would also be fun. Masks have been seen throughout Zelda games, but of course were most utilized in Majora's Mask. It would be nice to see the return of masks, especially the fierce deities. I understand the fact that he could only be used in boss rooms, considering how strong he was, but I still feel like it was underutilized considering that you don't get it until near the end of the game. For those of us that have beaten the Majora's Mask with and without the fierce deities, it would be interesting to see enemies so strong that they even give Oni Link a challenge. Now this wouldn't be a returning concept, but I once had a conversation with a friend who suggested that he'd like to see Link use dual blades, and that sounded like an interesting concept that I would also love to see. Other than Super Smash Bros., Link has never really wielded two swords at once. It would make things like the spin attack more interesting, and with some of the weapons they've had Link wield, it may be only a matter of time before we see him wielding dual hand blades. Would be curious to see what kind of new techniques would come along with such a thing. And that would be my list for items that I would like to see return in Zelda. Let me know in the comments section below what kind of items you'd like to see make a return. And be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember to keep gaming.